Hi, Jen Gilchrist here, your soul success mentor, and I'm here with another reading for June 19th through 26th, and I'm going to be using the Goddess deck with Doreen Virtue. I feel like we used this just a few weeks back, but they were calling my name to share again, so I'm going to use this as a way to give us some guidance, really. I work with spiritual and heart-centered entrepreneurs who know that they have a message in their heart to share with the world and are ready to take it to larger audiences. Or maybe you're ready to write that book or speak on bigger stages, whatever it is for you, whatever that next level is for you. These are going to give us some guidance and support on how to really align with that highest path. So let's see what they have to say. All right, so the first message is Coventina, which is purification, and it says it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. And I've been on this, like, personally, all of May. I was getting tons of messages for myself personally, and I think it was pretty universal as well. But for me personally, it was a lot about detoxing and purification of what I was actually putting into my body, so that I could have the energy and the focus to really step forward into that which I was being called to step into, and what my vision is and what I'm praying for and what I see for myself, right? It's like I had to really, we cleared out a lot of space, and then now it's all about being at a really high vibration and really open and receptive to be able to hear our inner soul's voice, to hear the intuitive nudges, to have the confidence, the energy, and motivation to take the steps. And that's really what I'm seeing again here. For me, it was about detoxing off of a lot about caffeine, sugar, alcohol. It was just like cleanse, right? Lots of fruits and vegetables. Even lots of nudges towards vegetarian, which I haven't made that full jump, but I definitely have been more conscious about eating less meat for me personally. And I think everybody's bodies are going to be different, and different periods of time might require a different type of detoxification and purification. But really, it's just the message was so much about the body becoming more and more sensitive, and the way that you have a really clear open receptor is to have a very clean body, right? So maybe I'm seeing lots of water, like the message right now I'm receiving specifically. It has a lot to do with drinking lots of water, and even being near bodies of water, or possibly taking a salt bath, or anything that you can do to put your feet in water is very cleansing. But I'm also seeing definitely drinking. And again, it's just getting a clear message that it has to do with being able to be a good receptor for your next steps. It's like the way that our guidance steps comes is really 1 or 2 steps at a time. And the more that we can just take those steps pretty quickly, the more steps will come. And pretty soon, faster than you can imagine, you'll be to your destiny, and probably creating something even much grander than you even know is possible, right? So that is the first step. I feel like because, and they're telling me now, because a lot of the way that it works that way is because if they gave you this whole big plan, like you said, this whole big plan, you just end up in overwhelm all the time and probably wouldn't get there, or would feel like, oh my gosh, that's too much or too big. So again, just it's really about keeping in balance. From the last month or so has a lot about being in balance and self-care, so you can have that clear communication. And so it's not that we're losing the balance, but we're in action, and as we get into action, we need to keep the balance and keep a good clear communication with our body. And so it's again along the same lines. Sage, the quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So it's about really, I feel like, going back over a lot of the messages that you've probably been getting, maybe going back in through your journaling, taking continued quiet time if you need it in nature. It's kind of a secondary thing I was seeing here, is just being outside and near bodies of water can be very clear, a lot of clarity, and it's a great place to retreat to in nature. But even if you just took the time to quiet yourself, and then maybe set your intention with your journals, like going back through your journals, going back through and reevaluating what were the things that came to you this year, what ideas have you been coming to that you know was repetitive idea that you have. Those are answers to your prayers. So it's time to really tune more fully into that and start to continue to take action towards them. And if you don't know, just continue with that quiet reflection. And Mawu, we actually got this card a couple of weeks ago. Mother Earth, you are called to help with environmentalism. And this can be definitely very specific to helping with your environment. If you know that your life purpose is involving the environment or nature or the animals, that's definitely something that's very needed right now. So it's a good validation of that. For individuals personally, it could just definitely be about, again, retreating to Mother Nature, being in Mother Nature, and doing what you can do to make a difference with the planet. But what I'm really noticing right now, that's kind of just backboarding off of this card, because that's how these work. It's like the card comes in, but then you want to take into consideration the pictures and what ideas start to come through based on that. And I'm just seeing her extremely focused intention, seeing her just really keeping her eye. It's almost like we were just talking about, you have this big vision, you have this big dream, and chances are I feel like my clients and the people that are drawn to me are being called to step into that next level of leadership, right? The next level of visibility, the next level of just really authentically sharing yourself, even more tightly tuned into your specific purpose. And sometimes, you know, your purpose can shift, right? As we really shift, our purpose can grow and shift along with it. So what I'm noticing is, like, this is almost like your big picture vision, but yet she's over here and she's got it and she's touching it, but she's back here with this very focused intention on keeping focused on that big vision while being present to come back and take the daily steps. That's how I'm feeling from that card. The last card that just kind of popped up as a next step was the Green Tara, and it's start delegating. Ask others, including her, she says, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So this is about delegating, exactly that. It's about how can you, and also receiving help and receiving guidance and allowing others to support you. Maybe start taking a to-do list. Sometimes what I do with my clients is I have them write a list of everything in their business and everything in their personal life that they don't like doing, they're overwhelmed by doing, they have this like weighs on their shoulder, and see how they can start to delegate some help. Because really you're going to be so much more effective and in creating profit-producing things that fuel your soul, right? The things that fuel your soul are going to create profit, right? It's not like you can't do any action in that area, but if you don't like doing it, for instance, I don't like setting up opt-in pages. I don't like, you know, getting things, all the links and doing some of the techie stuff. So I hired a VA to help me with that, right? So just know what area of your life is it that you could use some support that would free up some time so that you can really be in your creativity and to be in your genius and be in your gift so that you can get it out in a bigger way. It's almost like it's time to expand in some way. Or maybe it's at home. Maybe you get a gardener. Maybe you get somebody to clean your house or do something like that. Because either way, when you're self-employed, it's like you're freeing up time. Whether you're freeing up your personal time or business time, it gives you more time to focus it on the activities that you actually want to, that are going to serve you. So that is the message for this week. And I would love to offer you, if anybody's really in transition and ready to take their next step, I'm going to be offering a few soul success clarity sessions on my calendar this week. And those are 45-minute sessions where we take a look at where are you at specifically, what's your biggest challenge right now that you're facing in your business or your life that is holding you back, and what do you want instead? What is your big vision? And I'll give you some resources right away that you can put into action. And from there we can discuss if I might be able to further support you in 2016. If it feels like a fit, I'll share with you some ways. I've got some exciting options coming up from people. I work with people one-on-one, but I'm really excited to kind of a little sneak preview of a 3-month program that's coming up for people to really unleash and access the voice of their soul, whether that's through their writing, through speaking, through all of it. You need to be able to be having that clear connection with your communication, with your intuition and your higher guidance, so that you can express who you are and stand out in the marketplace. So I'm really excited about that as well. More information will come on that. But nonetheless, when we talk, you're going to have a lot more clarity and focus in the direction of what you can do right away to get you on track for your dreams. And we'll go from there. All right. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye-bye.